All right. So let's start off with, what are your overall thoughts after this election?
I'm disappointed. Disappointed because I thought that the kids and my fellow classmates really had really were going to make the right decision. A lot of them said make it off of the video, and they all said I had the best video, and I still didn't win. And I'm not, it's whatever. I'm just upset that the reason that people didn't vote for me was because they didn't want to see me win, not because they wanted somebody else to win.
What's one thing you would have gone back and changed about your campaign if you had the chance?
Nothing.
What's one reason that contributed, you think, to you not winning the election?
People love to see me fail. Nobody can stand when I win. But that's just how life has been for me always, and that's how life's always going to be. So if they rather see me lose and they're happy with me losing no matter who wins, I mean, can't know about that.
Do you believe that it was a fair election, and do you respect the way that it happened?
Yes and no. I feel that the election results were fair, with quotations flashing on both sides, but I think that some of my opposing candidates just didn't go about this in the most respectful and prestigious way. They took the easy way, They took the ramp instead of the stairs. You feel me?
What are your thoughts about George Asti, your running partner's win on the election?
Expected. I mean, nobody in their right mind wasn't gonna vote for him. I mean, unless, I get it, you were best friends with one of the other candidates, that's fine, I understand. But really, when you saw that video, by the way, great editing, just freaking blew everybody else out the water.
Do you think you did 100% your part in the campaign process and did everything you could?
I think that the campaign process as a team, we did above and beyond expectation and above and beyond anything anybody else did. They're not even close. They're still in the rear view. We're about 10 miles ahead.
Is there anything you want to say to the class of 2019 student body of Chancellor High School directly?
Sorry, but I think I'm the one who's owed an apology. Not for not winning, but just for letting me down. That goes to some specific people. People behind me for miles, so we can see.
Yep. What is your favorite thing that you got from this whole experience?
To realize, and I've realized this many times, is that in the crumble of something great, something even greater rises. And I realized that even in a so-called loss, yes, I lost the election. Yes, the Russians didn't rig it. Funny campaign reference, but at the end of the day, I still won. I still got what I wanted. As long as people hate me, as long as when I pull up to the front lawn, snakes are on the grass, I know I've arrived. I know I've won. So even in loss, I win.
What's one thing that this election taught you that you can keep moving forward?
That your real friends don't switch. They don't switch up. That's the truth. And the thing is, there's a lot of people they're your friends. They call you your friends, and like I said, rightfully so. That so-and-so's your friend, so-and-so's your friend. At the end of the day, these guys are not your friends. They're mere acquaintances that you know for a couple years, maybe 10 years. But time is a stamp you put on thing that's overvalued. Because you never get time back, and I understand. So we value time, you never get it back. But at the end of the day, there's people I met 2 years ago that are more real and genuine than people I've met 10 years ago. I think I don't want anybody to take this as disrespect, or whoever won their rightful offices to feel the need to attack me or say anything negative. Because at the end of the day, it's congratulations, it's kudos to you, you won, that's great. Move forward, do your thing, do what you said you were going to do. What I didn't appreciate was, getting treated by some people outside of a thing. I get it, you support your buddies and whatever, but, some people like to escalate things a little bit out of proportion.
What's your favorite basketball player of all time and why?
Kobe Bryant, and I don't know if I should even answer why. If you know me, you know Kobe.
What are you doing with your life after high school?
Gonna play college basketball, then professional basketball, and then we'll see what happens.
What is one thing or one person that motivates you and inspires you?
Myself. And I mean myself because I look at myself from like last month and I'm like, wow, I'm way better than that guy. And next month I look at myself now, I'm like, I'm way better than that guy. But as for another person, probably my dad. I mean, if you are blessed to have a dad, then you usually look up to him and you want to, it's like a competition, you just want to do everything one up better. So I'm still working on it. But
what is another goal in life besides your profession that you hope to achieve?
I hope to just touch as many people as I possibly can, and I hope to be remembered for, just as long as I can. Eventually it'll fade out, but nothing ever fades, legends never die. So, 100 years from now, somebody will remember me. And even if they don't, energy doesn't die. So the energy I brought into this world, regardless on what happens to me or anybody else, will always be repurposed back in. So I always know that my existence is here for a reason, and it'll mean something in the long run.
How's life like at Chancellor High School?
It's good. It's good sometimes. It was good my freshman year. It was good my sophomore year, junior year, and senior year so far. It's been a blast. But, teachers are really good. Faculty and staff is good. Bathrooms suck, but lunch is underrated. Also trash sometimes, but you get what you get. You don't throw a fit about it. But I definitely think there's people that are like fake snakes, but that's just how it is everywhere. It doesn't matter where you go. You can go to any high school in this area, any high school in the United States. There's gonna be the same type of people there. The demographic's the same amongst all American high schools across the globe.
How would you describe yourself in one sentence?
A person that never loses.
What's some advice you would give to someone going into high school?
Stay with your crew, stay with your squad. At the same time, venture out, do things that you're uncomfortable with. You never know. You never know what's on the other side. If you're always taking the path that you always take. So every day you go on the same path to school. And you think it's short, it's sweet, and nothing's there to harm you and nothing, and it's safe. You're going to keep taking that route. Just because it appears that way to you and that's how it looks. There's a little bit dirty path, the leaves everywhere. And you don't want to take that path. You're very hesitant to go that way until one day there's a lot of snakes in the other path. So you got to turn around, you got to go the other way because you don't want to get bit by no snake, right? You're allergic. You're going to die if you get bit by one. So you go and you take that other path, and about 10 steps in, there's a turn. And you're at the school. You're right there. Well, wow, the path doesn't look that nice, but it's actually beautiful once you take the risk and dive in.
Do you believe that everything happens for a reason?
Yes.
100%?
100% everything happens for a reason. That's why I don't question. You question everything. I question, how the hell did I lose? Why did I lose? Why? Why this? Why that? Why this? Why that? But why? Those whys all, at the end of the day, add up into your why. What's your why? That's the real question. So yeah, okay. Why did I lose? That doesn't really matter. Everything happens for a reason. I'll know that why later on. It might be tomorrow, it might be 10 years from now, but it's always know your own why. Don't worry about the other whys. Don't worry about the ifs, ands, or buts. Just know your why.
All right, I'm going to ask you one more election question, if that's all right.
That's fine.
All right. Would you consider this, for yourself, a personal victory?
Yes. And a lot of people think it's crazy, and they think, how do you talk this way? You're doing this for this, that, and the other. No, that's not why. I ran, and no matter what you could say against me, if you didn't run, there's obviously a reason. One, you wouldn't have beat me. Two, you decided to jump ship to somebody else because you didn't want to see me win. So, I mean, I get it. But yeah, it's a personal victory because everybody knows, like, okay, I lost. So what? But I still gave 100% effort. I still woke up the next day, and I still went to school. And I got a lot of, sorry, man, I voted for you, this, that. It's all right. I mean, at the end of the day, sure, I had faith in people to do what's right, and they didn't do what's right. But that's life. That's people. You know? You never know what you're going to get. And at the end of the day, people are going to watch this, and they'll say whatever they want. But their opinions are valid to themselves and to whoever believes they're valid. But to me, they're really not. I could care less what you have to say, positive or negative. At the end of the day, when you're born, you are brought into this world alone. That's it. For that one moment in time, you are the youngest thing on earth. That's a possibility for everybody. That's how it is for everybody. For one moment, you're something that the other 7 billion people before or after also was. The youngest person on earth. So I think that we value things a little bit too much and some things not the other one.
Closing statements, closing thoughts. Anything you want to say to wrap up this interview?
I hope I didn't offend anybody. Everything's in, good fortune. I wish the best for everybody. And I really pray for those that, don't pray for me because y'all need it. I mean, that's just, at the end of the day, that's what it is. And, really, if you don't like me, that's fine. If you have anything to say, negative, positive, I'm always open. But what I don't want to hear is people saying, oh, you're too this, you're too that. I'm fine with always being the bad guy. I'm fine with being the villain. But I noticed that regardless, that just means that just proves my point every single time. That's how goddamn good I am at something. I must be good at something to always be hated on. Because you don't get hated if you're bad. But if you're bad, people like that. Oh, yeah, that's him. He's no good. Okay, but if you're good, people hate. Oh, he's not that good. No, he's not that good. No. Who told you that? Okay, he scored 30 points. That's a fluke. Oh, sure. He only lost the election by 15 votes. That's a fluke. That's somebody rigged the votes. Because guess what? I still lost and I still scored 30 points. You can't change either of those outcomes. You go back in time. If you can go back in time, if anybody watching this goes back in time, try to change something. Because it doesn't matter what you change. Your life outcome will still fall in the line at the end of the day, right where it was supposed to. 6 feet under.